Kay, and I am here to try to attempt to make a card for you guys today. I don't usually do cards, but I thought that this would be a nice little project to share with you guys a couple new tools that are from the Glassboard Studio. Now you definitely want to get your hands on these new little tools because they are awesome. I've been working with them for a couple of days now, and I just don't think I ever lived without them. They are awesome. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is the Ink Buddy, and they are calling this the Buddy. And what is really super cool is, it's magnet. It is magnetic on the back, and so it sticks, like sticks down there. It is also rigid inside here, so if you guys have a little bit of sequins, you can pour them back into your thing. I'm gonna share that with you guys right here. So I've got my sequins. I have my ink. Now, it's ready for all different kinds of ink pads. I use Tim Holtz, and so my Tim Holtz sits there, but the best part is because of this cool little lip, now I have, whoa, that just stuck right there. I don't want you there, please get up. Okay, now I have a resting place for my brushes, and the best part is that they are not going to be rolling around on my desk and potentially laying on the side and getting inky what I don't want to get inky. Also, the next one here is the sidekick. The sidekicks come in 3 different sizes. You get a small one, a medium one, and this large one is over here holding my stamps and my scraps. So I've got the sidekick right here. I'm going to share with you guys the large one because then you can see all the cool little features of the large kick with in its full entirety, and it is so awesome. Again, it's got the little ridges. It has this little lip right here, so it actually goes underneath your glass mat, so I can just sit there and swipe away all the goodness, and it's contained just right in here or over here or over here. The best part I like about it is the lip goes down instead of flush with my glass mat. So here I have washi tape, and the washi tape doesn't roll back on my surface. Look at that. It's not, well, okay, if I push it, it does, but it is not coming back on its own. If it has some sort of push to it, it will, but I love that, you guys. I love how my washi stays right there, and I don't have to worry about it impeding into my space, you guys. That is the one thing that I know we always say is I've got this huge desk. Mine happens to be, I lost count, 4 foot wide by 6 foot long, and I end up in a 5x7 doing a 12x12 layout every time. So these little guys, these little features are amazing. I absolutely love them. Right here in the smaller sidekick, I have my twine and this awesome grid from Altenew. It's a grid washi tape. I'm going to show you guys what I plan on doing with it. It's going to be fabulous. It really is. And then, of course, like I said, the medium one, I had my washi from 49 and Market. This is the, I can't ever say that. Elena? Okay, it's that collection. But look at that. It's not going anywhere unless I legit tip this and make them fall out, okay? And again, the little lip goes underneath, and they just stay, and I don't have to worry about anything pinching me or anything. It is fabulous. And then I actually plan on using this stamp set, but what I find is the coolest part about this is this large one over here is the exact size of a close to my heart stamp set and envelope, which means that it is about 7 inches wide, which is very, very nice. So I also have these little pieces here. I'm not sure what I'm going to use with my scraps, but I pulled in all of my scraps just in case. And again, I have my sequins that I'm going to pour out into my buddy right here just to show how easy it is to put all of my sequins back inside my little jar instead of what I have been doing, which you guys know is a hot mess. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on attempting to make a card. Every time I see a white surface, and especially with a card, I know I know personally I'm gonna make a mess and it's gonna have fingerprints all over it. So I have a white cardstock with a small little strip of this gorgeous champagne color. It's uber old from Close to My Heart, and it was just the leftover from me cutting off this because it's not quite 6 inches, right? I'm going to put this on the inside of my card because my card base is all color. It's color on both sides. So I'm going to make sure that I have a writing surface inside my card. So that is what this is for. And then of course on the outside, I'm going to take this beautiful champagne glitter paper and I'm going to put this white piece on top of it. But first, I'm going to decorate, and this will be the outside of my card base. And then for my card base, I'm actually going to fold it in half. Now this is old, close to my heart cardstock, so it's dark on one side, light on the other. I'm gonna have the light on the inside, and the glitter is everywhere. Look, it's all sparkly. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in like so. I don't use a scoring tool because I don't have time for that, but I am looking for my bone folder. It's in here somewhere. Oh, man down. Okay, so here we go. I dropped my scissors. And I just start in the middle and I push and push. Now, the one thing that a bone, not a bone folder, but the scoring does is it prevents your paper from cracking. You put a crease in it and then you fold it and it prevents your paper from cracking. You know, yeah, it's a card. Somebody's gonna throw it away. I'm gonna crease it. Just like that. I know it's awful of me to say. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my base. So this is the top piece. I think a card opens this way. Okay, I make them all upside down every time. I'm not a card maker, you guys. So this is how it's going to look before I put my panel on. I think it's called a panel. I think that's the fancy term for a panel. And then I have my card base, right? So I'm gonna take this awesome grid mesh that is from Altenew, and I'm gonna measure it out a bit, and then it's washi tape. So I'm just gonna rip it. This, I know that this is for Glassboard Studio, but this is on sale for 10 bucks right now, you guys, and you get a big old roll. I think there's, 5 meters. Okay, somebody do the math. No, 52 millimeters, that's wide, by 5 meters long. I don't know, 1 meter's 3 feet, so 3 times 5? Is that how you measure it? I don't know, you guys. Not a thing for me. So you don't have to take the washi off if you don't want to. I'm actually not going to be using the, I'm not going to use the mesh, but I'm going to use the mesh. Does that make sense? Yeah, you'll see in a minute. Let's see if I can't make a hot mess out of all of this. Okay, I'm going to use some of this, and then I'm going to pull out my little, these are my little pawn pieces. This is also from Glassboard Studio. Mine are well loved. Look, they're no longer white. Yeah, this is what it looks like when I mess with some goodies. Not just goodies, but texture paste and sprays and, oh yeah. To be honest, you guys, this is why I buy white things, so I can see how messy I really am. I love that it looks like it's all artsy and a hot mess. Look, it's awful. Okay, moving on. So I'm gonna take my my not so sticky tape. I don't have purr tape, as Sandy calls it, but I have something relatively similar. That's not straight at all. Please hold. Let me try that again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Not a card maker here. Did I say that before? I think I've stated that. Full disclosure. Okay. Now this tape is not sticky at all. It is mostly to hold your dies inside your die cut machine while they run through, but they don't rip your paper when they are done. It's pretty cool tape, but don't use it as washi tape because it does not work. All right, then because it's not sticky, I'm going to hold this down, and I always check the bottom because every time I put it on a project, I might have possibly put it in something and it leaves a ring around when I don't want rings. It's fun when I do want rings, but when I don't want rings, it always happens. Okay, so smack that there, smack that there. Now I'm going to take my ink. And here's the super cool part about this buddy. I'm gonna move this because it'll probably get ink on it too. Not that I want that ink, I don't want the ink. So I'm gonna go ahead, I am gonna hold it because it doesn't fit all the way, but here is my loaded up brush, and then I'm going to brush, 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 just like so, that's it. And then I'm going to take this, brushed, and I'm going to turn it because that was not all that I wanted to do with this, okay? So it's super cool. All right, so now I'm going to turn this just like so, all the way across. Again, it's very super low tack washi tape. Basically what it is, low tack paper tape. I don't know, what is washi made out of? Is it just paper tape, but low tack? Okay, same thing again, mixy mixy. And I hold it because that's my habit, right? I don't need to, see? I don't need to, but it's a habit. We hold things down because we're so used to everything sliding all over the place. Check my bottoms again. I don't want that moving. And I'm going to brush, 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 brush. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing to this beautiful background. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm gonna do more. I'm actually going to brush the inside too, because I like my insides looking just as beautiful as my outsides. Unless I have a white card, then I don't even worry about the inside at all. Truth be told. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Next one coming in. And this one, because my card opens this way, I'm going this way. I'm going to put this right here. Do I have a sample card? No, I don't know what I'm doing. This is how I make cards. I just go with the flow and pretend like I know what I'm doing and hope that in the end it looks good enough to give away to what my friend used to call her blind grandmother. So again, stop holding it because I want to hold it because it's a habit. The habit is to hold it, and I'm trying not to, but it does go back and forth because it is made for all different sizes of your ink pads. So if you have the Catherine Pooler ink pads, if you have the square ink pads, actually it's a rectangle, so it will stay still, but for the Tim Holtz ones, it goes back and forth just because it is the square. All right, and this one I'm going to go like this, and I'm not pushing very hard. I don't need green, I just need a little bit of yellowy green. All right, so there we go. Put my brush up there because then it won't roll back on my project. I love that very much. Okay, I might use this tape for something else, who knows, but I am going to take this off, and you have a super cool print. Do you guys see that? Isn't that cool? Okay, and then here was my first one. Just in case you can't see it, it's right there, okay? And then I have this washi tape, which I can, actually, because it is that stinking cool, I can change the whole color of it. Washi, washi, green. I'm just using whatever was on my brush. Who knows? It might be crushed olive like what I'm using here. It might not be. It might be peeled paint. It might be, who knows, citrusy, lemon, whatever that twist one is. I have no idea. I use the supplies, you guys. I don't know what the supplies are. That's what I tell my kids all the time. I listen to the music. I don't know who sings it. I really don't. All right, so this is my messy, I need a new one. This is disgusting. I need a new one. It is hard as a rock. I'm not gonna lie. It is so hard because I use it to wipe up paint. I use it to wipe up glue. I use it to wipe up anything that I don't want all over my fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this off so that way the color doesn't end up on my fingers. There we go. All right. Now we have some really cool green mesh, and we're going to bring this back in later. Oh, look, see, it's already ripping. It's okay. Like I said, it's okay. Ta-da. We'll just rip that off. Okay, I'm not going to even try, but I am going to put it there to hold it so it doesn't stick to the mat and I accidentally rip it up when I pull it up. So this is the front of the card. Again, I am going to wipe this off just in case. Even though I'm going to glue this down, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so again, the inside of my card, the outside of my card. First thing I'm going to do, this is fabric tape. Fabric from 49 and Market. It is the Art Options Elena collection. I believe Katie Petite designed this. It is beautiful. I'm only going to pull out maybe an inch. Nope, that's like 3 inches. Yep, I can count. Okay, ripping it off because that's what it does. And just with fabric, I'm going to take about 1/2 inch, which again, I don't know if it's 1/2 inch or not. I'm going to rip off 2 pieces, but I don't want them to be next to each other. I want them to look like they came from 2 separate rolls. Okay, just like so. Save that because you never know. You might want to use it for something else. And then this piece, I'm going to make just a little bit longer. There we go. I'm eyeballing it, measuring it, doing something. There we go. And then next piece, this gorgeous blue. Again, I don't know how big I want it, but there we go. And last but not least is this gorgeous polka dot. Oh my god, I love this polka dot, but I don't think I want all this blue. I think I want this. Yes. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna rip this in half too, because I only want 1/2 inch-ish pieces. Okay, we're gonna save the other polka dot for later, and then I'm going to rip this off. Blah, there we go. Oh, I like how distressed it is. Okay, and then move them around so that way they're in a good spot. Save that for later too. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is mix and match my washi tape on how I want it to look. I think I'm going to start with this piece and put it right in the middle like so. And then I think I like this piece because it's got some wordy bits on it. I'm going to slightly overlap it, but not completely. Just make it look like it's overlapped maybe. I don't know. There we go. And then the blue. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to put another one of these strips. These are so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to make it weird and go down a little bit, because that's the name of the game, right? You don't need perfection. You just don't. And then this one, I'm actually going to take a little bit off the side so I get that jagged look like I have, oh, stop, over here on my polka dot. Okay. And I probably want this to be just a hair smaller. Yep, I'm going to rip it because I think I want it to be here, here. Ta-da! Okay. So there we go. All right. Save that little piece because you never know. You just never know. Then I'm going to take this guy. Yeah. See, I told you he'd come back. And we're going to rip this guy. But we don't want him to be perfect. No, we don't. Okay, so I'm going to rip out some pieces because I don't want him to be perfect. Or her, or it. I don't know. I don't know. Certain things I call a she, certain things I call a he. Who knows? Okay, and I'm going to put it right about here. Okay. Just like so. And then this one, just like so. All right. Then I'm going to set this off to the side. Okay, pretend like it looks pretty. Take this, and I love this. It says, have a one-of-a-kind fabulous day, and then on the inside it says, because you're a one-of-a-kind fabulous person. Yes, you are. So I'm going to take this. Hello. There we go. And I'm going to take, I believe it's this one. I don't know. Yay. Okay. Hold this down. Grab a block. And when I stamp with a sentiment, I angle my corners like this, and then I go down. And then that way, I'm not trying to match up my block to be perfect. I'm going to angle it, okay? So we are going to go like so. I'm going to go back to black to crushed olive. Black to crushed olive. No, we're going to go back to the crushed olive. And if it doesn't turn out right the first time, guess what, guys? There's 2 sides to every piece of paper, which means I can stamp on the other side and it's going to look fabulous, just like this stamp says it is. All right, we're going to go kind of sort of all the way to the end, maybe I don't know, 3/8 of an inch away, and push. push, 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 push. Okay, fabulous. Okay, even if it's not, it's handmade. All right, and then my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world, I'm gonna distress this. Okay, I am avoiding touching it because of the fact that it might possibly be still wet. Oh, my stars, get in there. And then I'm gonna rip it instead of, all right. Well, that did not rip all the way down. There. Everything's distressed, always, always, always. And I may or may not have put my washi tape in the right or wrong spot. We will find out here soon. Ah, look at that. Okay. I think I want my washi to go a little bit up, like so. But I like this one down here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I got this Mongo Humongo glue. That's not working. Yeah. It's always rolling up on top of itself. It's great. Okay. It's fabulous. All right. So there is, give me that. You can go there. Fabulous. Okay. And then I'm going to chop this part off. Like so. Look at that. And then I'm going to add, nope, I'm going to glue it to here first. Yes, look at how that glitter makes this peach pop. That is fabulous. Okay, so now, just trying to make sure that it's not going to get my white surface yucky. It probably will, because that's how it works in my world. Add it to the glitter. You know what? That's not going to work at all. And I knew that. When you're adding things to glitter, especially glitter that comes apart and falls and flakes all over the world, you need to either use a tear and tape of some sort, a really strong adhesive, or liquid glue is the best. Just saying. So I'm trying to overlap where I already had adhesive to where my tape is already on the cardstock. I don't want the tape to be right on top of the tape that I just put, or it's not going to be a strong hold, right? You are only as strong as your weakest link. Okay, I'm going to go from top to bottom. That way I can get 3 sides, all even Steven. I did not want the glitter to be the star of the show, so it is microscopic. Now, why didn't I cut out the guts? What am I going to do with that small of a piece? I don't know. I don't use glitter hardly at all. So I'm going to turn it over and burnish it with my bone folder. There we go. And there is my card front. I'm going to put it on my actual card so we can add some sequins. But first, I think I'm going to make the inside of my card, mostly before I forget. Look at how these colors just pop. I love this color palette, you guys. I love it. Okay, and again, burnish it down. And there we go. It's not backwards either. I love it. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the inside, and I've got this strip. Again, this was from cutting this down and it not being a 4x6, so it's 4 inches wide, but my card inside is not 4 inches wide. And then if you guys remember, I have all these leftover washies, right? So I'm going to go ahead and rip this in half. Well, do I need to? I don't think I need to. Nope, I am not. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's not gonna rip in half. Okay, I will rip that off, and I'm gonna rip this off as well. Just so that way they don't stick to the card front. I have this piece. Again, I'm going to do this. I might not use this piece because I have its full brother sitting right here. Or sister, who knows? Who knows? It's other half, right? Okay, and then I'm gonna have my glitter. So I think I'm gonna have my glitter, and then I think I'm gonna put this on my glitter. Yes. Ooh, that butterfly is upside down. Is it not? I can't have an upside down butterfly. So, best thing about washi tape, you guys, it's repositionable, in case you guys didn't know. Some of it is. I don't know. I've ran into some pretty strong washi tape. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my glitter down. There we have it. This is going to go all the way across, and I am going to lower it down some. So that way it isn't perfect where it lives. Trim this off like so. It's beautiful. Okay, and I have all my washies right here contained. They're not rolling around on my desk. I love it. Oh, you know what we forgot? Look what we forgot, you guys. There's no going back to that. This was supposed to be wrapped around here. Yes. Yes, yes it was. Okay. I will figure it out, I promise. I always do. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to put this overlapping so that way if it does start to come up on the glitter side, it's still adhered down this way. And I'm going to chop this off instead of, there we go, ripping it, but my scissors weren't going to do that. Okay, and then I have this piece left. Ooh, I should put that right here. Okay. Lifting it up one more time. And there we go. There we go. I'm going to put it just, nope, I liked it like this. See, the butterfly didn't even matter. Oh, terrible. Terrible. All right. There we go. And then all my little pieces that I can positively throw away, but I have in my hot little hand another stamp I want to use. I am loving that this won't go very far away because it's being held by my little sidekick. I'm loving that, you guys. I'm not very good at cleaning my stamps either. It's just what I do. Oh. And I also think that I overdo the inside because I don't leave a whole lot of room for anything else. Alright, so stamp, stamp, stamp. I brought it closer because it is such a small stamp and I worry about rocking it, but I could have brought the whole thing closer. Yeah, I could have. See, I did. I got ink right on my thing because I rock my stamp. Don't rock your stamps, guys. I'm going to try to get it right in the middle. Again, don't rock your stamps. Okay, because you're one of a kind, fabulous person. That's awesome. Okay, I've got this little tray. It's so awesome. I'm loving this little tray. Okay, get my scissors. Trim that back up. Like so. I need to clean my scissors too. They are all goobery, oogery, stickery. Okay, and then what happened here? Oh no. Okay. Glue this down. I feel like my fingers are so inky. I'm gonna get ink all over. Open this up, smack it in the middle. It's so pretty. Maybe. And there you have it. I need to add some glue right in here though. I can see already it is not going to be sticking. So here's my glue. Glue down. And it's just because of the glitter. Aww. My puppy's snoring. Okay, so ta-da! All right, so now we just need to I need to add this, and I'm gonna fold mine in half. I want it to go like so. I'm gonna trim it down with my stickery scissors. Oh, it worked. Okay, give it a twist because, you know, it's wonky. I'm gonna use my craft pick. Hello, there it is. And slightly tuck underneath, but not tuck underneath my little saying. And then tuck it behind my glitter paper. Get under there. Okay, just like so. And then I'm going to give it just a little twist, there. And then actually I'm going to take a glue dot and stick it under there once I'm done wrapping this around. Keep that twist in there, don't untwist. Wait, which way did I twist? I don't know, I don't remember. Okay, and then tuck and weave. Tuck it, tuck it. Just using my little craft pick and my fingernail to help me tuck it behind the card. Nobody will ever know that I forgot to do that, except for a million people watching. I'm just saying, I don't have a million people watching, but it'll be fun. This is why I don't make cards, you guys. This is why I don't do live videos either. Can you imagine? Oh, it'll be awful. Yeah, scrapbooking's just like this, only much bigger scale. I'm just saying, this is how I scrapbook on a regular basis. I have no clue what I'm doing until it's done. Okay, and then I'm just gonna stick those so that way they stay. That one did not stick inside. There we go. Okay, then I'm gonna take this fun little guy, probably two fun little guys. That'll work. My oobery goobery. Look at that. It just gets them right out of my way. It's amazing. These things are amazing, you guys. The sidekick, the buddy, oh my gosh, these guys are fabulous. I still haven't even put sequins on yet because I forgot this little part. Okay, I'm going to tie you just like so and then chop you just like so. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, so I'm going to bring this closer. Right here, I'm actually going to zoom you guys in. Okay, put my little pawns up there. I've got my little sticky stick. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a sticky stick from close to my heart. It's going to help me grab these fun sequins. These sequins are from the Not Just for Boys kit club. Is it a kit club or is it just Not for Boys? I think it's just Not for Boys kit club, and they have a monthly kit and whatnot, but then they also have a la carte items. This was in their a la carte item quite a few years ago. I do apologize. And my glue. Where's my glue? Right here. Okay, here's where I fail miserably at adding sequins. So my card design is kind of at a diagonal like this. So I'm thinking that I want to, are you guys blurry? Not blurry anymore. Okay, so I'm at a diagonal design. So I want my sequins to be at a diagonal design. So I'm going to go ahead and just plop down some little dots. of sequins in almost a triangular design. And a couple here, and then of course you want them to be numbered. Like you don't want, so I've got a couple triangles. I think I have one more dot than I actually wanted, but it'll be fine. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my sticky stick and go ahead and use it to apply my sequins. Yay! Okay. And then I can take this off and shake it. That's what the little ridges are for. And it'll bring my sequins the right direction. You guys, you have no idea how happy that makes me. It makes me so happy that I don't have to sit here and play with my sequins until they are the right direction. Oh, I'm so excited. I think I am going to add this little gray one just because that is fabulous. Okay. Another little gray one. So I'm just doing it in clusters of 3. I do have an extra little green dot, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Last but not least, I'm going to add another green one and give it another little shake so my gray pops the right direction. There it goes. Oh, I lost a sequins. I caught a little western on my shaking. There we go. There are my sequins. Now, I really want to share with you guys at how easy it is to actually put all these sequins back. So I have this very full jar of sequins. I've got this awesome little buddy right here, and it's got this little tiny gap for me. It's not staticky. That's another best part right here, is my sequins aren't staticking to themselves or to the little container. So when I pour them all out, it's just going to go right back, unless I miss, into the container. Look at that. These ones are almost just wide enough to be in the groove. That was cool. Okay, look at that. Now I don't have to worry about any more static cling on my sequins, you guys. I love that so very much. It is fabulous. Okay, stop saying the word fabulous and move on. That is it, you guys. That is my card. I made lots of mistakes. I made you know, a fun and festive little card. I don't know why I am out of focus, but there it is. And then I made the inside as well, just to be super fun and festive. Wishing somebody a fabulous day, just like you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for checking everything out. Thank you so much for listening to me boast about these brand new tools. This magnet is super strong. These brand new tools by I'm so sorry, you guys. By the Glassboard Studios. They are amazing little tools. We have the buddy and the sidekick, and they're just so fun. This is the little lip I was telling you guys about with the washi tape. Just so much fun. And look at all my tools that I was able to collect and not have them keep impeding into my space, because of the fact that I was able to just push them off to the side, but then they didn't get lost underneath my trimmer and everything else that I have over there that you guys don't even want to know what I have over there. So anyways, that is what I've got going on, you guys. I hope you guys go and check out, because today these are going live, and they're not just in gray. They are in all sorts of colors, you guys. Any color that you want to match your glass mats. I chose gray because it matches every single mat that I have. Clearly, you guys can see that I have more than one mat, because I am obsessed with these mats, you guys. They are so much fun, and they help me add little bits of mixed media like this to my layout with ease, because I don't have to have a separate workstation for mixed media or clean up to make a mess and then clean up again to not make a mess, right? It is just, I can't tell you enough how much these glass mats are just amazing, 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 amazing. Another thing too about these awesome little buddy or sidekicks is that they have these feet underneath. And so they do not, let me, oh, man down. That's, so they don't slide. Look at that. My glass mat is sliding before these are. So if you guys do work with this little tray being up in the corner and you want it to collect all of your extra little gift goodies that you are not using on your layout, like your extra embellishments or anything like that, or your cards or anything, you can just put it off to the side and it go right there, and then it's not going to slide all over the place. These are fabulous products, and you guys are going to start seeing them in my videos a little bit, especially these ones, just because these ones are on my desk, where these ones are hooked on underneath my desk right here. This little hooky thing hooks underneath my desk, and then I can just shove everything, go collect my stuff, right? But it collects all my stuff that I don't want to deal with and contains it and holds it in place until I'm ready to put them away. It's just like my tools over here. So fabulous, you guys, absolutely fabulous. All right, thanks so much for watching me make this card. I had a blast making a card and actually using washi tape. I used washi tape. So again, thank you so much, and I will check you guys all later. Bye.